Software teams have a new colleague. Devin takes a defect, plans the fix, writes the code, and ships a new pull request, with you watching or not. So who checks its work? Everything downstream still assumes a human wrote the code. That's the gap Harness closes. The delivery platform built for the agent era. Harness AI worker agents live inside the pipeline, reviewing changes, remediating vulnerabilities, and repairing failed deployments, with policy as code deciding when they act. Autonomous code gets autonomous oversight. Over the next 5 minutes, watch Devin fix a real defect and watch Harness stand between the fix and production, checking that work at every gate. Our starting point: this banking app visibly broken in front of customers. Before we hand anything to an agent, here's the path every change must survive. Validation comes first. The review agent studies the diff, scanners sweep the change for vulnerabilities, and Harness collapses the overlapping findings into one ranked list, with policy as code waking the remediation agent for anything critical or high. Past that gate, approvals and ticket updates happen inside the pipeline itself. Release is a canary, watched by continuous verification, reading our application signals, and a browser agent checks the UI a customer would actually see. If reality disagrees with the plan at any point, Harness reverses the change on its own. Now onto the fix, and I never leave one window. This is the Devin IDE, and on the left is the Harness extension, which shows the pipeline status, build artifacts, security findings, and step logs. And through MCP, Devin can pull that same context and act on it. In this instance, we can ask it to help us diagnose an execution. Nothing gets relayed, and nothing needs a second screen. Now, I can grab the wheel whenever I choose. Before handing over Devin the defect, I can ask it to log a Jira ticket so that governance and approvals have something to attach to from the first minute. Once that ticket is logged, I can hand over Devin the defect and ask it to fix. A few minutes later, the work is done. The root cause is identified, code is corrected, tickets is updated, and we can go ahead and open a pull request. I see everything happening live in front of me. The pull request is the handoff. Devin owns everything before it, Harness owns everything after. And now we can see the pipeline running inside Devin without having to leave the IDE. The PR sets this validation in motion, builds reuse cache dependencies, testing is scoped to what's diffed rather than running the entire suite of unit tests, and the review agent fires its verdict on the change. Now back in the repository, we can see there are 2 open pull requests with 2 different authors. Devin wrote the feature fix, and the second pull request was opened by a worker agent in the pipeline, the security agent, which wrote a vulnerability fix. As we read through the report, this report reads like a good senior engineer's review: what's changed, where the risk sits, and whether the tests hold up, and a few pointer questions back to the author. Back in the pipeline, we can see exactly where this occurred. Now that we've had everything recorded, we can go ahead and merge both pull requests. Merging both kicks off the release, and as we watch, we can see the canary deployment is happening. It looks like the canary fails over almost immediately. However, no one panics, because Harness has already pulled the change back out of the environment. The Kubernetes agent is now dissecting the failure. Its diagnosis is going to be a broken manifest, and its response, a pull request carrying the fix, the failing execution, and the log evidence. A ready-made incident report nobody had to write. We can go ahead and merge this too. One merge later, the canary is healthy, our application metrics agree, and Harness widens the rollout to full production. A browser agent then drives the app like a customer and confirms the layout is repaired. Agents like Devin change how fast software gets written. Harness changes whether you can trust what they wrote. Every gate you saw was automated, and every failure fixed itself. That is delivery built for the agent era. To see worker agents govern your own pipelines, head to harness.io. Thanks for watching.